Our first thing that I would like to go over is something that is actually going to be ending in about 2 days, give or take. And that's on the screen, which is going to be Operation Rabbit Hunt. I know there's a lot of questions as far as, was it too easy? Was it too hard? What did you like about it? What did you dislike about it? What are your overall thoughts about Girls Frontline's first collab?
Um, I thought in terms of difficulty, I felt 8K combat effectiveness was kind of a bait. I know a lot of people got dumpstered, for lack of a better term, by it.
Okay.
But I think before the actual FL boss fight, the maps were relatively easy, especially E1, E2. But I guess I was intended so newer players can kind of get into the content a little bit.
Right.
But I think the difficulty spike was a little yikes for me.
Okay. Now, was it something that you had difficulty with and maybe you had to level up and get combat reports, or was it like you just weren't expecting it but were still able to clear it pretty easily?
I mean, I curb stomped it, but I mean, for newer players, that's not gonna be the case. Yeah, I know Diablito, for example. He's another GFL streamer, but
Okay.
he struggled a lot when he first tried it, and
Mm-hmm.
it was actually pretty funny because he was not prepared at all, and he's like, "Oh my god, what is going on?" I know his squad got slaughtered, so
Okay.
I think the difficulty spike's a little unnecessary per se.
Okay. All right. Were there anything besides the gameplay? Maybe was it the art of the characters, the story, the music? Was there anything else that caught your attention by chance?
I thought Afel and Noel's designs were really unique and cool,
Mm-hmm.
but I think it's a little bit of a disappointment that Noelle is borderline unusable because of her mediocre stats
Okay.
and skills.
All right.
I felt really good.
Okay. Okay. What makes Elfelt good?
Um, she's actually a DPS shotgun, so she's really good at cleaning up anything that your machine gun can't finish in the first round. So when they're reloading and stuff, she can usually clean up the rest, and then you usually just finish the fight through that. So it's really cool in case you already know MGs don't have enough damage or something.
Right. I didn't, dude. To be honest, I didn't know there was a quote unquote DPS shotgun. I thought it was always tank shotgun, and that's how you get good luck type of.
I mean, she's still really tanky, right? But when I say DPS shotgun, I just mean a more offensive skill as opposed to health or evasion or something like that.
Okay. Okay. I see. So one thing for me personally, dude, I don't know if you played with the music on, but on that last stage, on the fourth stage, did you get a chance to hear the music?
My Nox is actually bugged, so I don't have any volume, so I did not.
Dude,
That is
okay.
unlucky.
Okay, dude, let me tell you, for since you didn't get a chance to hear it, and for maybe anybody who else at home, their Nox is bugged too, or you don't play it on your phone, that music, 10 out of 10, dude. I'm telling you, it eargasmic to say the least. It was something that was so well done. I know when I was a kid, I'd always watch Dragon Ball Z, and they would have a lot of things on there that was very hype, and the music would fit it so well. And I honestly got that same impression from
I'm
this
gonna
music.
have to disagree with that because I did not enjoy watching constipated people scream for 3 episodes before an actual fight happened. But besides that, I was okay, I guess.
Wait, hold up, dude. You mean to
Am I
tell me?
wrong?
Wait, you mean to tell me?
Does it not look like they were squatting on the toilet being constipated?
No, dude. Wait, when I was a kid, dude, you mean to tell me when you were a kid, that was the first thing you thought of?
No, but when I look back on it, it's
Okay, looking back
wow.
doesn't count, dude. You gotta
Okay,
think
okay,
of when
okay,
you're a
okay.
kid, man. That's when it was hype. Dude,
Yeah,
why is
yeah.
this dude screaming for 72 episodes? What's going on, man?
Yeah,
This
yeah,
dude's
yeah, yeah. Okay,
OP.
it was kind of hype. It was kind of hype. You're right.
Okay.
You're right.
Holy. So, one thing that I noticed, whether it would be from chat or whether it was from a few of the Twitter or Reddit questions and answers from this month's Q&A, is a lot of people were saying, should they use support echelons for collab maps. So that way it's a little easier for newer players to be able to get the collab units. What are your takes on that?
Um, I can see like the positives and negatives to it. In my personal opinion, I think maybe for the last map it should have been enabled because I
Mm-hmm.
know, like I said, the FL difficulty spike is a little yikes.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think you should need it or it should be enabled at all for the first three maps because if you can't beat the first three, like there's no point in even like having it for FL. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because like if you can't beat the first three, like you're definitely not gonna beat FL. So.
Right. I 100% agree. Now, for some people, do you think now? Obviously, there were newer players, and they just really didn't have a choice as to how much time they had to grind. But maybe for some of those people who played Cube, got their team done, and then didn't really play after that, do you think that it would be okay for them to use support echelons? Like, should there be a lock on using support echelons? Like, if your account's like 2 weeks old, should you be able to use the support echelon? But if you're like 3 weeks or older, you can't use it because, maybe that's enough time to be able to reach that certain difficulty for Elfelt, or should there be no lock at all on it?
I don't think there should be a lock because I don't think time really says anything about like your readiness per se. Because
Okay.
like you could like not log on for 3 weeks, but you grinded like a crap ton before that, so you're like super prepared. Or you could be like playing consistently, but still not or like just like playing 1 day a week. You know what I mean? Or like a
Right,
couple
right.
days a week, and just like playing very casually. So I don't think there should be a lock.
Gotcha. Yeah, I would agree with you. That was just something that I was like, maybe some people would like it, some people wouldn't, just to kind of be like, hey, you know, it does help the newer people, but at the same time, if you are older and you knew about it, like you kind of had a chance to grind up for it, that's kind of on you type of situation.
Yeah.
So, any last words for Rabbit Hunt? Are you looking forward to any other collaborations? Would you like to see a rerun of it? Is there anything else you would like to collab with outside of Blaze Blue, Guilty Gear, any other games?
I think the collab itself, besides like the difficulty spike, I think the earlier maps should have been a little bit harder, and then FL should have been like a little bit easier
Okay.
just to like smooth out the difficulty curve. But other than that, I thought it was a pretty good event.
All right.
I don't think collab should be too hard
Mm-hmm.
because that's not the point of it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And what was I gonna say? As for other games, I think, or maybe there already is one. I'm not sure. I actually like didn't check up on this, but I
Okay.
think a Grand Blue like collab would be pretty cool.
Really?
Yeah.
So, have you ever played Grand Blue Fantasy before?
I tried like for 10 minutes.
And then you
I
just gave
think
up?
that counts.
Okay, okay, okay. I know.
DR was good. That's the main reason I wanted, to be honest.
You what?
DR was really good. That's the main reason I wanted.
Okay, all right. I will agree. That is definitely the case. I know our third co-host who can't make it with us tonight, unfortunately, but he will be joining us
Unfortunate.
later on. Waifu Willie, aka Subarashidi. Don't know which one he's going to go by. He actually farms Grand Blue Fantasy a lot. So when you said that, that kind of like caught me off guard. I was like, wait, what? Like, so that's pretty cool. I know. There was a lot of talks about it. For in my chat, we would say League of Legends. I know that's like the most random
Uh,
game, because like there are a lot of characters. Hear me out, dude. There are a lot of characters that could go well in GFL, dude. You think about any 80 carries. You think about like you could put in like Victor, like Battlecast Victor, or like any of the Battlecast skins, because they're technically like quote unquote robotic. Like there are a lot of different characters in League that you could take and then put them over here. What do you think of that? Is that a no from you?
um, it's interesting, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say it's a no from me, but I don't think it'll ever happen because I don't think Riot would ever waste their time. Like Riot's a really big company, you know, and I'm not
Okay.
discrediting Meek or anything, but I
Right,
don't think
right,
they would ever waste their time
right. I feel
like
you.
tapping into gacha games or anything like that, or even like thinking about it.
Even though they
That's
kind
my
of,
honest opinion.
even though they kind of have a gotcha system with their like orbs and chests and stuff.
I mean, it's very
Low key, low key.
It's super low key. Like
Okay.
they're very generous about it. Like it's not like RNG based at all. I mean, like your teammates are a lot more RNG than the gotcha thing. Let me tell you that right now.
Okay, dude. All right.
Yeah.
You I have no rebuttal, dude. I know personally, I'm sure you've seen this. I know I just got done playing it. Fate Grand Order. That game, I would love to see a collab here. I don't know what kind of legal things that they have to get in line in the background in order for them to do that, or if they could even do it. But basically, just real quick, the story for Fate Grand Order is you're in Chaldea, which is like someplace, I don't freaking know. Basically, their job is to make sure that the Earth is surviving 100 years into the future, but there are singularities that happen, and it's like something messes up in a specific point in time. You go there, you fix it, and then you like continue going through different singularities. Just like that type of like thing where we see Noel come in out of like, a lightning from the sky,
Hmm.
that could be potentially something with like a different type of singularity. You come in here, you get X amount of servants, whoever it may be, whether it's the franchise ones or like brand new specific ones. I think that'd be something that I personally would love to see for a collab. I think that'd be really cool.
Yeah, I think that'd be a cool idea. I haven't really played FGO personally, but I know a lot of people like it, and I've seen some of the art for it and the
Mhm.
characters, and I think they look really good.
Yeah, I will say like the official art, you can like kind of get away and be like, it's so, for lack of better terms, quote unquote, risque, that you could honestly probably say like, "Whoa, is that a fan art?" Because that's a little on the Monka TOS side. But hey, man,
Very
I mean, people play the
nice.
game. They stream it on Twitch all the time. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, dude.
It'd be like that.
It really do be like that, man.